Developers ask me in the YouTube comments and on Reddit if they should use Cloud Run or not.
What are they concerned about?
Well, if you haven't used Cloud Run before, it's hard to tell if it would be cost effective for you or not.
Let's have a look.
Welcome to the show, Mitchell. What do you do here at Google?
I'm an engineering manager on Cloud Run, and my team focuses on the cost and performance of Cloud Run serving infrastructure.
It sounds like you are just the right person to ask about billing in Cloud Run. Now, I've used Cloud Run a lot over the years, but to be honest, I haven't really dug into the billing. So let's say I'm designing a new application and I'm considering including Cloud Run in it. How much would I pay if I go ahead?
Well, every application is different, but if you want to get the most out of your cloud dollars, it helps to know about these two things. First, Cloud Run's billing models, and second, how to estimate the cost of a new system that uses Cloud Run.
Okay, so the first item on your list is Cloud Run's billing model. That's pretty simple, isn't it? I pay for the CPU and memory I allocate.
That's right, but if you know a little more than that, you can save some money.
I like saving money. Tell me more.
So first of all, there are two billing models, request-based and instance-based. The default one is request-based. You pay for each request and for the CPU and memory allocated while a request is being processed.
Okay, and the other billing model?
There, you pay for the entire lifetime of your Cloud Run instance, regardless of whether it's serving a request or not.
All right, let's first talk about the default request-based billing model. I pay for when my Cloud Run service is actually processing a request, right? But what about the time between requests?
You only pay while requests are being processed. In between requests, we throttle down the CPU and you don't pay anything. That's in addition to Cloud Run scaling up on demand and scaling down to 0 when there are no requests. There's also a free tier. You get about 50 hours per month with the default instance size.
So, if my Cloud Run service only gets one single request per day, and it takes 5 seconds to start up my service, process the request, and shut down, I'm only billed for 5 seconds that entire day, even if my service is listening to requests 24/7?
That's right. And 5 seconds per day for a month is way less than 50 hours, so you'd be covered by the free tier.
It sounds like this billing model makes Cloud Run cost-effective for systems, specifically systems handling low traffic, right?
It is, but Cloud Run is also cost-effective for systems handling high traffic, because each instance can handle multiple requests at the same time. And you get billed the same amount for that instance, regardless of whether it's handling a single request or 20 concurrent requests.
Ah, yes, I have seen that for applications I've built. Very useful.
And Cloud Run is also cost efficient because it's reliable by default. With virtual machines, you may want to set up multiple instances in multiple regions to protect against failures. No need to pay for those inactive instances with Cloud Run, as you're only billed when they actually handle requests.
Oh, right. I shot a video with a German bank where they said that the cost for some of their systems dropped by 90% because of what you just mentioned. Okay, so the request-based billing model sounds great. Why would I ever want to use the instance-based billing model, where I also have to pay for the time between requests?
So 2 reasons. Your code may need it, and it may save you money. Your code may need to finish work after returning a response to the user. For example, it may need to render a PDF after responding. Or you may use a monitoring agent, like OpenTelemetry, that needs to run in the background.
So it could also save money, you said?
Yes. If you use instance-based billing, you pay a lower rate for CPU and memory. So if your load is high and steady, you may pay less with instance-based billing. Also, you don't pay any fee per request.
How can I tell if my load is high and steady enough?
You can do the math, but here's my rule of thumb. Instance-based billing will save you money if your service is processing requests at least 75% of the time and idle 25% of the time or less. If you have a running service using request-based billing, the Cloud Console will tell you if you'd save money by switching to instance-based billing.
And that billing model has a free tier too?
Yes. It comes with a free tier of about 66 hours of time for the default instance type.
That was useful, Mitchell. So next on your list is how to estimate the cost of a new system.
Right. That's why there's a Google Cloud pricing calculator. Here, I can pick Cloud Run. I'll pick the US Central 1 region. I'll adjust the usage estimates. And let's say my service will get 10 million requests per month, and the traffic will have a daily peak and trough. I'll leave the default billing model, which is request-based, and there's the cost, just under $19 per month.
And what happens if you change the billing model?
So let me change the billing model to instance-based. The cost for instance-based billing was slightly higher in this case, but it depends on your estimated traffic and how many instances you think you'll need.
All right, this will make it easier to optimize costs when I'm designing a new cloud app using Cloud Run, Mitchell. Now, could you recap this for us?
Sure. First, know how Cloud Run bills you and which billing model to use. Second, use the pricing calculator to estimate the cost of a new system.
Very useful. Developers also ask me how to optimize an already running Cloud Run service. Maybe you'd like to come back on the show and tell us about that?
I'd be happy to do that, Martin.
Thank you, Mitchell. And thank you, everyone, for watching. If you have any questions for Mitchell or me, please let us know in the comments. Also, do let me know what you thought of today's episode. I read every single comment. Until next time.